Well, actually, the city manager, Shane West, and I talked together, and we had still been having people call on Wednesday, which was a very high wind day, about burning in the city. And we refused that. The fire chief refused to give burn bans. And I called actually the Rusk County Fire Marshal and asked his advice too. And so we kind of coordinated together, and we just felt it was a concern to go and issue this emergency burn ban, which would last 7 days.
Okay, and so as far as the conditions that you guys were seeing, are you guys just seeing high winds?
High wind warnings, red flag warnings, and still the grass is still quite dry around in most of our yards, especially when it's not growing like we had, 34 degrees last night.
And so you guys are on that county line, and so
right.
It's Rusk and Smith.
Rusk and Smith. For our offices in Rusk, so we refer to Rusk, but we do have a burn ban within the city limits, whether it's Rusk or Smith.
So it does go into the Smith
right.
County a little
right.
bit. And
yeah.
so even though the county isn't, both of these counties aren't under burn bans, how is that decision made for specifically Overton?
We just felt it was a dangerous situation. We have had a fire downtown one time, and we have a lot of flat roofs, old buildings, and if a fire headed that direction, you could lose a lot of our town, but also houses when it's that high wind warnings.
Mm-hmm. And so, why do you think the counties haven't issued a burn ban in particular?
The local counties, I'm not sure why they haven't. Some go by drought conditions, which we're not under drought condition yet, but we just felt it was a dry condition, and fire danger is imminent because there are so many pastures and other things that are very vulnerable to the fire.
Mm-hmm. And so you said you were working with Rusk County too on this. And
well,
so did they kind of recommend this for you guys?
They didn't recommend it necessarily, but he did not speak against it either. I think he felt I think he had been on the news recommending no one to burn. They're making recommendations, just like Channel 7 has been making recommendations. Please do not burn, but there are still people out there burning.
And so, I mean, I guess around some of the other towns in regards to their feelings, is it truly just up to them and how they feel it should be a burn ban or not? Because where does that line go between just saying, hey, please be careful, don't burn, but hey, we actually need a burn ban now?
Yeah.
That's kind of what
I guess the line is, we usually, on most cases, we follow Rusk County. If they set a burn ban, we allow it to come into the city, and it is up to the municipality. They don't have to, but we allow it to come into the city. This case, we felt it was imminent for the city to make this decision without the county. But like I said, the one fire marshal in Henderson surely didn't speak out against it, and I think he was kind of encouraging it.
Yeah. That makes sense just a bit. And so do you hope other cities like yours maybe take the same precautions that you guys are?
I believe they should take that initiative and make those precautions, but now, of course, we may get rain tomorrow and that may change everything, but today and tomorrow are still high wind warnings. So.
And last kind of thing there, have you personally issued a burn ban before? How long have you been the mayor?
No, sir. I've been the mayor for 3 years, and this is the first burn ban I've issued. And matter of fact, I couldn't find one to issue, so we came up with one. There may be some worry about making that decision, but I worry more about a fire getting out and what it could do to you're probably going to lose several houses instead of one house as high as this wind had been. And some of our houses are very close together, and we do have some older homes.